Well, to start off today's show, we welcome in from Jackson Public Schools the Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations, John Rudell. Hi, John. How are you?
Thank you.
Nice to see you. And happy anniversary, your one-year anniversary at JPS.
Yes, there you go. Thank you very much.
How are you liking it?
It's been a great year. It's a great welcoming community. Everybody that I've met has been very open and honest with me and glad to have me.
Good.
And I'm glad to be here.
Well, here we are, just a couple weeks away from the start of school. Everything ready?
Everything's shaping up. Our partners at EnviroClean have been doing a great job of cleaning the buildings, getting them all ready for kids. As you know, Hunt's already in session, so
I know. I was there yesterday. The floors are super shiny.
week 3. They pride themselves on keeping them shiny. So
Yeah, I was talking to Mike French, who's one of the teachers over there, and those teachers and the kids and the families, they just love that schedule and they would never go back.
they do, and actually Hunt their enrollment is up, so we're actually add a class over there. So that's good news for Jackson Public Schools.
I know we've had that discussion about balanced calendar over the last year, but what was happening at Hunt must be, you're not going to be able to contain that to one school. It's going to spread, isn't it?
It's been a great positive feedback from the parents, from the kids, from the teachers, everybody involved over there. They really like it. If we can keep Hunt growing and expanding, like you say, maybe we'll get it to another building.
That'd be cool.
But we have so many choices. I mean, from Montessori to K2 to 3-5, Hunt balanced calendar. We've got a pretty good setup, lots of choices.
There's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, last year you went out on a limb and changed your transportation to outsource, and I know you had a few bumps, but how are things looking for year 2 of that?
Things are looking much better, much better. We've made an investment in the vehicles. So as you know, we bought 5 propane buses last year. 5 more just showed up in the yard about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Brand new buses?
Brand new buses. So that's 10 brand new buses in the last year.
Just out of curiosity, how much does a brand new school bus cost?
A brand new school bus costs $92,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could get 3 Suburbans for that.
But we, with partnership with City National Bank, we were able to finance them, and we've got 10 in the fleet now. So that actually has brought our fleet much more compliant, much more easier for our mechanics to maintain because they're newer. We finally got rid of all of the 90s decade era buses off the road. So now we're just driving 2000s on the roads.
So they're safer. There's some new features on the new buses.
Absolutely safer for the kids, easier for the drivers to see what's going on. Cameras on the buses to help keep everybody safe.
Are they greener?
They are greener. With propane, they even have the green Bluebird logo on them.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's pretty neat.
So where do you get propane?
So last year we bought it from Corrigan, and we went out for bids again, and this year we're going to get it from Freeman Propane out of Estabrook.
Okay.
So they came in with a price of not to exceed 70 cents per gallon, which is amazing. That's almost half the price of what we paid last year.
Do you know what kind of mileage you get on propane?
So on a propane bus, we get about 4.5 miles per gallon. Now that sounds small, but you compare it to a diesel bus, we get 6 miles to the gallon. So in comparison, that's not terrible. Where we really see our savings is in the fuel cost, because we got to buy a diesel gallon at about $2.50, $2.75, and we can get a propane gallon now for 70 cents. So now we're saving $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per bus on the road.
That's pretty significant.
Absolutely. So the 10 buses, we could save upwards of $50,000.
So you put in a little gas station over there on Brown Street?
We did. Last year, we'd rented a smaller 2,000-gallon propane tank. We just took delivery of a 18,000-gallon tank so we can bring a semi-load in at a time. Because with the 2,000-gallon tank, we were only getting about a week's worth of fuel, and they were having to come fill it every week. So now with the big one, we can take a semi-load, and that'll do us for a month.
We should be able to offer this, your propane to other districts or other fleets.
Yeah, other nonprofit organizations, we can offer it, but we're going to be using a lot of it ourselves, because as we go along, we're going to have more propane buses in the fleet.
Jeff Beal, last year, I know this first year as well, he was really concerned about getting the school year off to a good start with transportation. Mm-hmm. So this year, I think you're a few weeks ahead of.
We are ahead. We had much more concerted effort to make sure we had all the kids scheduled. again, make sure we had enough vehicles and drivers. Metz has done a fabulous job of keeping up with hiring the drivers and making sure that we have enough to get the kids there on time. Because besides Hunt, everybody's going to start coming to school here pretty soon. They're going to be waiting for the big yellow rolling bus coming by.
I'm surprised you actually have time to be here this week because I heard that this is your annual audit week.
Yes, the auditors are in this week, and they are keeping us in the finance office hopping. So again, we budgeted for a slight deficit, but it's coming even better. So we're almost break even. So we did. I mean, everybody in the district did their job to try to help shave costs, try to help us balance the budget. So we were very pleased with the results.
You've got a finance staff that works with you, and I think you've got some young blood. I know. I think I've talked to a couple of the younger guys that are in your department.
Yep, we have 8 people in the business office. So there's some people with experience, such as me.
Matt Farhat, he's
Matt
one of the
Farhat,
young
and
kids.
He's one of the young kids. He rubs it in every time he has a birthday, and he's 15 years younger than me. So, but we have a good mix of experienced folks and young folks, and he's doing a great job. Definitely pleased with his performance, and that's somebody I could see grooming, maybe take my spot when and if I retire.
Yeah, and a homegrown kid that's staying at home.
Done a great job.
So we've got several new things. You mentioned the Montessori school. We had our cameras out last week. I know you had a great turnout at the various open houses.
Most definitely. And the enrollment is doing well at the Montessori building. We're hoping to have 75. Right now we're in the 35 range, so spots are open. Come on in. Hunt, as we told you, was bursting at the seams a little bit, but we're still taking enrollments. Always happy to have kids we can educate and open our doors to.
I think you get people in that Montessori building, once they see it, they'll be signing up.
Yeah, the maintenance crew did a great job fixing that up and painting and bringing it right up to snuff for the kids.
And the Felician Sisters, they invested quite a bit into the building too.
They did. They paid for all the playground, a lot of the fencing. They did a great job. They've been a great partner so far.
Great. So if anyone's interested in the Montessori or Hunt or any of the elementary buildings, they should contact that building?
They could contact that building. They could check on our website. They could go to Facebook, Twitter, any of those avenues, those social media places. We're ready to contact and be able to help them.
Sounds good. Well, good luck to you as you start your second year and to everybody as school gets underway day after Labor Day.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, John.
All right.
Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations at JPS, John Rudello. We've got lots more today. Amy Ryman from the museum will be joining us, and we're going to be previewing the 15th season of high school football with the JTV Sports Crew just ahead.